Jackson, they should bring the cane back to school. Imagine how many you would get.
Too many.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday Morning Starter! All right, we're at a different place today. Very nice. Whether it's waves or it's grass or it's just outdoors, as long as it's nature, it's good. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about this. You know in life when you get frustrated or annoyed, it's like, let's say someone doesn't do something that you like or you want, and you're like, ah! We've all been there. We have all been there, haven't we, Jackson?
Yeah.
We've definitely all been there. Or you're frustrated with life. It's like you're annoyed because you're not where you want to be, or it's like life's just not going the way that you want. It's a little bit like this. It's like if I was a farmer, and it's quite an appropriate setting today because we happen to be on a farm, but if I was a farmer, and this is how important how you feel is. If I was a farmer and you can't see it, but if I put a seed in there and it was a tomato plant, and I put the seed in, and I stand there going, well, it should be growing by now. It should be sprouting out by now. And I come back tomorrow and it's not sprouted yet, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, why the bloody hell is it not out of the ground yet? What the bloody hell, a tomato plant? Bloody idiot. What the heck? Doesn't do anything. Doesn't help at all. This is why setting a goal with a timeline is probably, in my view, is exactly like being, if it doesn't happen by that time, the tomato plant might not be ready right now. Our job is to plant the seed. Every day, plant a new seed. Create a new opportunity. Do something useful. That's planting the seed. And water it. And let nature do the rest. That's really what it's about. When we go like this, Jackson, you bloody fool, what are you doing? It's not achieving anything. It's only taking you off your track. That's all it's doing. It's unsteadying you. So tomorrow comes and you're so worked up about today and the tomato plant not performing the way that it should, that you actually don't plant a new seed for the next day because you're still caught up in yesterday going on about the tomato plant not growing as fast as you think it should. That's what you need to avoid. You just need to be okay with nature doing its thing. We can only do what we can do. We can only control what we can control. We wake up every day, we have a choice, and we go, what will we do today? We'll plant a new seed. We'll water yesterday's seed, and we'll let nature do the rest. We'll plant a new seed, and we'll water yesterday's seed. We'll take care of people from yesterday, and we'll plant a new opportunity today. Frustration and anger and all of this sort of stuff does nothing apart from wreck your tomorrow. That's all it does. Our job is to remain emotionally steady so we can walk into the next meeting, the next day, the next dinner with the family, and be good to be around. Be happy and centered and emotionally attractive. You've got to remember, the next time you feel like I've been with Jackson over the years and it's bubbling up inside of you and all you want to do is go, blah, bloody tomato plant. It's only going to wreck you, not them, not the tomato plant. The tomato plant couldn't care. It's in the ground, bubbling to get to the surface. And if something doesn't go exactly how you want it to go, like this, for instance, let's say the tomato plant, you want 5 tomatoes and it comes out with 4, and you stand there screaming at the tomato plant because it's only delivered 4 and you wanted 5, and you're screaming at it and you're just going, I just can't understand you, tomato plant. What is wrong with you, you bloody idiot? What the heck have you done? Just be okay with it. Just be okay with it. Let it simmer. Before you open your mouth, let it simmer. Take a breath, do something else, walk away, start being okay with it. Become a master of your emotions. And the way to do that is to feel them when they start. If it feels like you're upset about the 4 tomatoes and you're going to go blah, just stop for a minute. Stop for a minute and just say, it's cool. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe there is an actual reason for that. Maybe you only need 4. Maybe whatever comes out as the opportunity that you think didn't go right is the exact thing that's going to take you to where you want to go next. You don't know. Just roll with it, flow with it, accept it, and remain emotionally steady. And you watch what starts to happen. I've got 2 things I want to say on this video. First thing, setting a goal and a timeline, I don't believe is the best thing to do. This is just my opinion. Because the timeline is none of your business. Setting the goal is, planting the seed, and watering it is. Giving it water and nurture and love and whatever. And if it happens in at 3 months or a year, it doesn't matter. It'll happen at the perfect time for you. The perfect time for you. When I sold the most expensive property on the Central Coast, I've done it twice now, 2 different times. It took about 5 years for the first one to come, but I knew it would. So if I wrote I wanted to do it in 12 months and it didn't happen, how does that make you feel? Bloody tomato plant hasn't come yet. What the heck is going on here? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's going to happen when it happens, as long as you keep planting a new seed and keep watering and nurturing along the way. It's going to happen. Marching in that direction, day after day after day after day. Stay consistent. I can't remember what I was going to say else. There was 2 things I was going to say, but I want you to think about that. Success is just as much about emotion as it is planting the seed and wanting the thing to happen. You can't see, there's something about attractive energy. When you're really in a good space and when you really feel amazing, things just flow your way. Can't you see there's something in that? So your job is to actually learn how to stay attractively energetic. Taking care of yourself, feeling great in the mornings, thinking great thoughts, eating good food, being healthy in general. When you're healthy and feel great, people just look at you and you have a glow about you. When you're smoking's interesting. Smoking's so interesting. And I don't care what people do, but I really look at smokers and I think they inhale smoke that sits in their lungs, which limits their breath capacity over time, day after day, 10 times a day, 20 times a day, for years. That's got to have an adverse effect. It just has to. And high performance lifestyle requires high performance energy, a high performance you. Great outcome and success requires the best of you. And if you want to sustain it over a long period of time, you have to be committed to sustaining a really high level of healthy habits, exercise, breathing, mindset, all of this sort of stuff, so you can give to others, because it's the giving to others that will take you to the place that you need to go. Just like your emotions. So if you smoke, and if you really start to think about it and say, hey, where do I want to be in 20 years' time? I can tell you it's probably not the best success path for health. And it's up to you what you want to do, but if you look at your life as a whole, and I think health is number one. Health is the number one thing you should focus on, along with emotions. They're up there. But when you're feeling healthy and great, your emotions will be great too. You'll be happy most of the time. So let's get into this thing. Remember, when you feel frustration or anger coming your way, slow down, stop, steady, simmer. Don't do anything until you're emotionally steady, and then make a decision how you're going to respond. You'll find that you will respond differently, because once you start to go down that path, you'll stay on that path and it will wreck tomorrow's seed. It will wreck tomorrow's opportunity. And you want to water yesterday's opportunity and plan a new opportunity tomorrow. That's how success happens. Step by step, day by day, emotionally steady, bit by bit. Learn how to master it. Great things will come. Let's set a 30-day target to be in a good mood this month. September, good mood September. And you watch how your life starts to tweak and change and move in the direction you want it to go. That's the secret. Jack, thanks for your awesome camera work. Love you very much. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.